my name is Nandini Das. My topic is radioactivity. Course content, principle of radioactivity, definition of radioactivity, decay and half-life, types of radiation, alpha, beta and gamma, isotopes, definition and applications. History of radioactivity. In 1896, Henry Becquerel discovered almost by accident that uranium can blacken a photographic plate. Even in the dark, uranium emits very energetic radiation. It is radioactive. Then Marie and Pierre Curie discovered more radioactive elements, including polonium and radium. She used the word radioactivity to describe the property of certain substances to give off invisible radiation that could be detected by films. Scientists soon realized that there are three different types of radiation. These are called alpha, beta, and gamma rays from the first three letters of the Greek alphabet. Radioactive decay. Radioactivity, the spontaneous decomposition or disintegration of a nucleus, forming a different types and producing one or more additional particles. Radioactive decay is a process by which the nuclei of a nuclide emit alpha, beta or gamma rays. In the radioactive process, the nuclide undergoes a transmutation converting to another nuclide. Nuclear equation shows the radioactive decomposition of an element. Nuclear force. Strong nuclear force holds neutrons and protons together to form a nucleus. Review of atomic terms. Nucleons. Particle found in the nucleons of an atom. Neutrons and protons. Atomic number. Number of protons in the nucleus. Mass number. Sum of the number of protons and neutrons. Isotopes. Atoms with identical atomic numbers but different mass number. Nuclide. Each unique atom. Isotopes. Most of the isotopes which occur naturally are stable. A few naturally occurring isotopes and all of the man-made isotopes are unstable. Unstable isotopes can become stable by realizing different types of particles. This process is called radioactive decay, and the elements which undergo this process are called radioisotopes or radionuclides. Source of radiation. Ionizing radiation is a natural part of our environment. There are two chief sources of radiation you will probably be exposed to. Background radiation. Radiation from radioisotopes or medical procedures such as X-rays. Background radiation. Background radiation levels can vary widely from place to place. Cosmic rays are high energy particles that come from outside our solar system. Radioactive material from nuclear weapons is called fallout. Radioactive radon gas is present in the atmosphere. Radioactive decay. Radioactive decay results in the emission of either an alpha particle, a beta particle, or a gamma ray. Alpha decay. An alpha particle is identical to that of a helium nucleus. It contains two protons and two neutrons. This is the example of alpha decay. Beta decay. As a result of beta decay, the nucleus has one less neutron but one extra proton. The atomic number Z increases by 1 and the mass number A stays the same. This is the example of beta decay. Gamma decay. Gamma rays are not charged particles like alpha and beta particles. Gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation with high frequency. When atoms decay by emitting alpha or beta particles to form a new atom, the nuclei of the atom formed may still have too much energy to completely stable. This excess energy is emitted as gamma rays. Absorption of radiation. Alpha absorbed by 2 to 3 cm yard and thin paper. Beta can penetrate paper absorbed by a few mm of metal. Gamma very penetrating absorbed by many centimeters of lead and meters of concrete. Detection of radioactivity. Geiger-Müller counter. Instrument which measures radioactive decay by registering the ions and electrons produced as a radioactive particle passes through a gas-filled chamber. Detection of radioactivity. Scintillation counter. Instrument which measures the rate of radioactive decay by sensing flashes of light that the radiation produces in the detector. Radioactive half-life. Radioactive decay depends on chance. It is possible to predict the average behavior of lots of atoms, but impossible to predict when any one atom will decay. One very useful prediction we can make is the half-life. The half-life is the time it takes for half of the original sample of radioactive material to decay to half of its original. Application of isotopes, food and agriculture, fertilizers, increase in genetic variability, food irradiation and preservation, medicine, sterilization, treatment of cancers, diagnosis, tracers and images, carbon dating and smoke detectors.